Hey guys, it's coffee time! We are currently in the hallway where I record news on the weekends. This is the bookcase that I normally do it in front of. Right there is the bathroom, and all down here is the rest of the hallway, which right now is completely blank except for a cat litter box. So kind of gives you an idea of where we are. This is a direct offshoot of the bedroom and the living room. There is a door to both, and this is typically when I'm making normal coffee time. This is where the crazy light tends to come from, where I'm like, oh, it looks like I'm being abducted by aliens. That's why. Oh, also, I left the patio door open. Hold on. I'm gonna just wait. I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna run. Well, now my neighbors really hate me. It's okay, I'm moving. So hi, it's Saturday, yay! I'm watching Orphan Black for the first time, and I'm extremely addicted. I was like, man, what should I watch? I've watched like the first episode of all of the anime that I was really interested in, or has like a good description, so there really isn't anything else there for me. I was looking around on Netflix, and I was like, there's not really anything on Netflix that I want to watch. And then I started thinking about Black Butler, because some people say that Black Butler is amazing and some people say it's awful. And so I went on Twitter and I was like, hey, is Black Butler any good? And the word black reminded me of Orphan Black, which made me go, oh god, people keep saying that Orphan Black is really good. Maybe I should watch that instead. Guys, it's so good. I'm 8 episodes in and I was like, I need to stop and make coffee time, but oh my god, like losing my mind. At the end of that last episode, I was just like, just sitting there, just like, oh my god, losing it. It's so good. She is an incredible actor. Like, oh my gosh. It's fantastic. So I'm really excited to keep watching that. Apparently there are only 2 seasons, so it should be pretty easy to slap through, right? Fortunately, I have Amazon Prime, and the whole first season is free if you have Amazon Prime. So I've just been watching it on Amazon, which has been great. I also made, like, not the weirdest news episode ever, but today I was like, okay, I need to make my news episode. Even if I sound super sick, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna make the news episode, right? So I set everything up, I start making the episode, and it turns out that the people next door are renovating. I thought that maybe it was the garden guys and they had come back, because they normally come on Thursdays. I was like, oh my god, are they here again? Because there was a chainsaw that kept turning on while I was recording, and I was like, fine, you know what? I'm just gonna talk over the chainsaw. So like, when this episode comes out tomorrow of news, you guys will know. You guys will know what happened. I sound super sick. I sound exhausted and sick. All of the topics are pretty short because I'm just like, and this happened. Small extrapolation, and this happened, small extrapolation, and every now and then there's a chainsaw in the background. It's just so silly. So like, I went to Danny, the guy who makes my intros, and I was like, look, if you could just make like the most slapdick intro possible, like the worst thing you can possibly make that's just so silly. And he was like, yeah, I can do that. And it's just like, the intro for this one it's like 3 frames. It's so funny. I was watching it, I was like, what is this? It's so dumb. I'm so happy. He did exactly what I wanted. So Sam and I took a big load. We took a big load to the new place, and it turns out that the garage is going to be completely closed when we move. So I was like, oh good. That's great. Wednesday and Thursday, I guess, they're having like a leakage problem somewhere in the garage. So we got there and we had a big notice on our door that was like, for all of Wednesday and Thursday, no one can use the garage. And I was like, oh good, good, great. But yeah, we took a bunch of stuff over there. We went to get brunch at a place that is nearby that we're not going to be close to anymore. So I was like, oh, if we're gonna get brunch, we should go somewhere that we're not gonna be able to go to very often. And it's interesting because for some reason, eating brunch there today, and it might be because my sinuses are all messed up and sometimes that affects your sense of taste, but for some reason, eating there today, I was like, this was not as satisfying. The only thing that I found satisfying was the jam, because they make their jam in-house and it's incredible. They just use whatever whatever fruit is in season that's like the freshest thing they can get, right? So every time you get this one meal, there's like a breakfast meal that's mostly protein, and then it comes with like a little biscuit with fresh jam. And every time the jam is different, and every time it's so good. I'm just like, why can't I make jam like this? It's so delicious. And I found out from Sam today. I was like, Sam, what sort of beans are used on beans and toast? And then he went into a huge description of how to properly make beans and toast, right? So there's the toasting the bread part, which apparently has to be like an exact amount of time, like enough that all of the bread is hard and crispy, but not so much that it burns it at all, right? Hi, baby. And yeah, and then you have to put butter on it, and not so much butter that it can't melt at all, but not so little butter that it entirely melts into the bread and makes it soggy. And then you have to put baked beans on top. I was like, they're baked beans! That makes so much sense, because I was like, you know, I just don't know. I don't know what kind of beans they are that go on beans and toast. I've never known. And he was like, they're baked beans, and then went into this description. So then you put baked beans on top, and then apparently you cover it in cheese, and that's the proper beans and toast. And I was like, you know, I think it would sound more appetizing to me if it was literally just beans and toast. And he was like, but that's not nearly as delicious. And I was like, but baked beans are delicious all on their own, so why not just put only baked beans on toast? And he was like, fine, you know what? Do what you want. When I make baked beans at our house, you can have them however you want. And I was like, okay, are you gonna knock it over? Hey! Hey, come here. Come here, you silly. Oh my, you've got lots of little mats on the back of your hair. Why is that happening? Huh? It's only on this side. Why? Why is that happening? Hey, what are you doing here? Okay, here's this one. She's just hanging out. The other one is right down here, playing with my hand. I like that we have this angle right now, because typically, you know, you see from like here up, so you don't get to see my weirdness like the rest of the movies, including this one that I helped write and am in the actual video of. We made a very strange performance piece one year when I was in college named Debris Tossed About. And I am in this video, and oh wait, that is my hand, and that is my hand. He basically like took a bunch of pictures of like all of our arms together. He took like a bunch and then photoshopped them all together, so like two of these, my hand is in two places, which makes me kind of happy. But yeah, so there's that. And my weird collection of like stone pigs. So I have this pig. I love pigs, by the way. I don't love them the same way that I love like foxes, but I really enjoy pigs in a special way. Pigs are so interesting to me. I love that we've painted them to be so slovenly and worthless, but they're like one of the most intelligent animals that we attempt to domesticate. Like, I think that's fascinating. And then this, oh, this is gonna make all of this topple over, isn't it? Back here, I don't know, can you see it? Not really. Back here is like a weird trio of more pigs that I used to hold up my videos back there. But yeah, just lots of weird throwaway stuff. My board games, of which I got rid of so many. When I moved, I had like 4 times the number of board games, and I was like, you know, most of these I never play, and it felt very strange to get rid of some of them, but I was like, you know, I'm moving into a new place by myself. I want to make sure that I'm not taking things with me that I'm not going to ever use, you know, so I wound up getting rid of a bunch of board games. And now that we're moving again, I'm like, man, should I go through my games? Should I go through my movies? Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird having to, I don't know, this is going to sound terrible. It's weird having to think of another person, you know, and be like, this isn't a space just for me. This is a space for me and my partner, you know, and realizing that that I need to think of their world and how we can combine them, not how I can overtake it. So, but I'm really happy with how much we did today and how much we were able to set up, and yeah, it's good. It's all good. I had a very good day. And Orphan Black is amazing, and you should all totally watch it because it's crazy. Oh my gosh, but yeah, that was my day. I hope you guys had an amazing day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. You want to say bye? Yup. You want to say bye?